Hey, Mike, what do Kelly Slater and PT have in common?
I don't know. They're both world champs?
Nope. They both own Endless Summer box set.
Oh my God, rad. You guys, you can get it too. The link's in the show notes.
On a surf, dude. Slippery, big guns like Mark Fu. Trap jumping like a kangaroo.
Hey everybody, welcome to the QuiverCast, where we chat with surfers from all around the world, from all walks of life, and we get their story. Find us at www.thequivercast.com. I am Mike, your host. Let's get into the show. All right, everybody, super stoked today. Been aiming to get this guy for a while. This is Mike here with the QuiverCast, and I'm so stoked. I have from all over the world, but from Maryland, Brad Flora. You are from Maryland, right, Brad?
Yep, Maryland.
So, all right, actually, I got to start. How many guys and gals surfing in Maryland? Is there like a full surf community?
There's a scene for sure. There's definitely, like, when there's little waves, there's a lot of people out on the water.
Really?
Yeah.
All locals? Or they come in like inland?
A lot of locals. There's a lot of good local surfers, and then people coming from, like, DC and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
From DC? That's I would never even think, actually. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd you get into surfing? How'd you start surfing?
Started surfing, just, like, fucking around on the boogie board, and ended up, like, realizing I'm stand up on this thing. Got a lesson from, like, a older friend at a surf shop when I was, like, 5 maybe.
Okay.
And then from there I was like, surfing is way cooler.
Like, so you liked it. And how old were you when you started?
The boogie days I was probably like 5, but I think I got my first board when I was 6 maybe.
Oh, so you're young.
Yeah, super young.
Okay. How far away from the beach do you live?
I was, at that time I was young. I was living in Baltimore and
Really?
coming down to surf, staying in my grandparents' beach house, like right on the beach, little condo.
Oh, rad. Dude,
Yeah.
how many Baltimore surfers are there? Are there many?
There's quite a few, yeah.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, it's not that far. It's maybe 3 hours, 3-hour drive.
Okay. Trip out. I wouldn't even think. Right on. So, all right, what have you been up to lately? I know you've been traveling. You've been on the Stab. Kind of found out by Stab, or you've been on Stab for a while. A lot of coverage.
Yeah, I know a couple people that I've worked with, like my whole life pretty much, or surfing life, ended up there, or whatever, so, I don't know. Just kind of worked out well.
Okay. Where did you just come back from? You're just gone for a while from the States, right?
Yeah, I've actually been splitting time, living like half the year in Indo, in Bali, and I'm loving it.
Are you? So, how different are the waves from Maryland to Indo?
It's pretty much as different as it gets. I mean,
Completely, right?
like slabby beach breaks here when it's good. When there's no waves, it's pretty flat and cold and windy for 75% of the year. And then over there, it's like all reef breaks and stuff like that. There's a couple beaches, but a lot of good waves over there.
Okay. Indo, you were there for like half a year this time?
Right, yep.
Okay. Are you surfing every day?
Trying to, probably, definitely not every day.
Oh, not every day? Trying to, though?
Yeah, I was doing a bit of work over there, just making boards and stuff. And yeah, surfing, I mean, probably 1 day a week. I wouldn't say for 2 days, I don't know.
Okay.
Surfing as much.
All right. So what's your favorite wave in Indo? And how far away was it from you, where you're staying?
Favorite wave in Indo? Shoot. I don't know. There's so many good ones. Super Sucks is pretty sick. It's just like a long, slabby left. Pretty dry and I don't know, pretty idiot proof once you like get in the tube.
Okay. Just it's like one of your favorite. The warm water. Now you're in like cold water. How hard is it to get motivated to get your ass in the water, like in Maryland, when it's like literally probably close to freezing?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different, man. It's like I don't know. I remember because I haven't really spent much time in the winter here at home in like the last couple of years, but last year I did. But yeah, it's a lot different, man. You're fucking like putting your wetsuit on in the shower.
Oh, ahead of time?
Yeah, like fucking just trying to steam up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you get the
Maybe
motivation.
a couple shots of liquor.
Oh, before you go surf?
Yeah.
Does that help?
Warm the blood a little bit.
Does it help on your surfing? Does it loosen you up, or what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it helps, but you may think it's helping. I had this like the plane crash scenario in my head when they say if you've been drinking on a plane, your plane goes down, your survival rate goes up if you have been drinking because you're like looser or whatever it is. I don't fucking know. And then I think the same thing goes for like trying airs surfing. I think that those two relate.
Really? Okay.
I don't know if it helps you, but I don't. Maybe it could hurt you too.
So you're saying you think you're trying new airs and stuff because you had a couple of drinks?
I mean, I'm not saying that. I think
More courage, maybe
liquid courage, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit.
Something like that.
All right. So let's talk about your boards. You've been shaping for a little bit now, right?
Yeah, man. Just kind of started. I think I have a problem. I'm like a surfboard junkie.
Are you a surfboard junkie?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm fucking. I have a problem, like a surfboard addiction.
All right.
And once I started like making them, shit.
It just blew it up. It made it worse or made it better?
I think it made it worse.
Really?
The addiction. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a good thing. I mean, it's not like a bad thing. You know?
No, of course not. Can't have too many boards.
I like boards.
Yeah. So, okay. So now that you're shaping, does that give you the opportunity to try new, different equipment that's making work more for how you want to surf?
Yeah, exactly. And like kind of just play with stuff that I didn't really have access to firsthand before I started making my boards.
Yeah.
On like a more rapid basis.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I was always really bad at ordering boards, and I was good at breaking them and stuff. So I would get a batch of boards and like beat them up.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I got a batch of beat up boards that I like a lot from whoever it was, and then I would be shit out of luck for like a couple months waiting for the next batch or whatever, and then I'd just be like trying to cherry pick whatever I could off of like friends and used racks or not used racks or whatever.
So has your surfing improved now that you're shaping your own boards because you have access to more boards? Does that make sense? Before you,
I don't know if it's improved. I mean, we're only getting old. We're only getting older.
We're only getting old. That's true, 100%.
Definitely not getting any younger. So
I know, but okay. So how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, you're 27. So you're kind of still at your peak. I don't think you start going down until maybe you got another 10 years, probably.
Cool.
Maybe.
That's good to know.
I would, you know.
Okay.
But I think when you're 25 is probably for me probably was my peak. That's a good question to have.
What's a peak feel like?
Where you can't.
Who's peaking right now? ride, just drive it all day.
Okay, so what I'm saying is your boards are translating your boards are you're translating your surf style because you can tweak things right off the bat. You can go in the shaping
Right.
room and change the tail or change the rocker or whatever you got to change on there.
Exactly.
The rails. When you sell the boards and people come to you, are they coming to you? I guess was the first question. Or are they doing it online?
Yeah, it's everything's been through Instagram or like word of mouth. A friend who got a board and their friend wants one. He gave him my number or whatever, and Instagram DMs been
Okay.
probably like 75% of it, and then just recently in like the last 6 months or so,
Yeah.
my girlfriend made a website for Thrashcraft and set up like the Google Docs, Google Links, whatever order form. So that's been a good little bit of orders in there. Nothing crazy, but no, I haven't really been like pushing it too hard. Just kind of been like enjoying making boards and riding them.
Okay. Do you enjoy shaping?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, do you love it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like super addicting. Every time you do it, you're like, oh shit, just learned something new, or you're always learning every day, which is really cool. You never like, I feel like, know everything.
Yeah. Are you translating? Are you taking those boards and getting them shaped on the machine?
Yeah.
Are you? The ones that are working?
Yeah. I have a couple files of like all the boards that I've designed, I guess, that were templates that I designed for all the original hand shapes that I did.
Okay.
And I kind of, when the first boards I did on Shape 3D, which is the program for designing boards or whatever, I tried to design it off of the first hand shape or whatever, and it came out a little different. So then, boom, okay, like got it cut off the machine, and there's a new model. Like, oh, cool. And then
Okay.
so then I'm going back, taking a template off that board that I tried to copy off the hand shape,
All right.
but it was not close. And then because I was so bad at making boards on the program, and then I'm taking the board that I designed off the machine and making a template out of it and trying to like match it hand shape. And it was ass backwards, but it was pretty cool.
It worked?
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's what now is the Parasite.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's rad. Are you doing all polys? Are you doing like epoxy too, or like?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Really?
Yeah, when I'm working here, I do everything start to finish by myself. But when I was doing some stuff in Indo, there's like a whole team behind you and stuff. So it's pretty cool. You can just kind of focus on shaping,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, which is awesome. Whereas here, I'm just either hand shaping boards or scrubbing boards that I picked up 3 hours away, and
Oh.
then bringing them back here, driving all careful, making sure I don't hit any turns too hard.
Yeah.
Like the 5-gallon bucket of resin I just bought doesn't
Spill.
tip over on all the fucking CNC cuts.
No kidding.
Or whatever. Yeah, it sucks. It's a pain in the ass, but it's worth it.
Yeah, for sure. How many shapers are in Maryland? Are you the only one?
I'm not the only one. I know there's John Ashton, who's been around forever. He's like OG craftsman.
Okay.
Might just be me and him. I know there's a guy in Delaware, Clay Reynolds. His label's Backdoor Surfboards. He's pretty cool. He taught me a lot of stuff about glassing and shit like that. He's good.
In the start to finish process, what is shaping the favorite part, or do you like putting the glassing and laminating and all that?
Yeah, I like laminating. Laminating's pretty cool because you can be, I guess, creative or whatever. If somebody gives you like creative freedom on something that is like exciting, or yeah, even just glassing like a all clear board and then it comes out with like no fingerprints or like no hairs. You're like fired up. You're like, fuck yeah, it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a fucking toy.
I mean, okay, so surfboards basically are toys, right?
Yeah, they're toys.
Yeah. Did you surf contests when you were younger?
I did.
And what would you surf, an ESA or what?
Yeah, I did some ESAs. I did a couple NSSAs for a little bit, and then like Grom searches and shit like that.
And did you enjoy contests?
Yeah, they were cool. I mean, I was never super competitive, but I mean, like comps were cool because everybody was there and like surfing, like, fucking Grom.
Those other surfers
Just hanging out with your friends and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like a scene, good scene.
Like a social event more than it was you caring if you made your heat. I mean, or did you care if you made your heat?
I mean, I probably cared.
A little bit?
Yeah, I mean, if I was a fucking kid, I probably would have been bummed. Or whatever, you know?
But
I don't remember. But probably.
Okay, well, I was going to compare, like, okay, so your edits are really good, right? I mean, I think they're really good.
Thank you.
Are you doing those, or are you having someone else do them, or you work with somebody?
Yeah, I edit. For the most part, I edit everything by myself on just like fucking iMovie, and then
Perfect.
I'll send it to somebody who's better than I am at editing because I suck, man. I just use iMovie. It's like easy. I've tried to use Final Cut and Premiere and all that shit, and I don't get it. I guess I'm just like slow, technologically impaired.
Okay. No, it's hard. I'm sure it's hard. I don't know how to use
Yeah,
that stuff.
but I'll just send it to somebody who's like good at that shit. And
Yeah.
be like, is this good or bad, or like, what do you think?
Yeah.
And they'll be like,
all right,
yes or no.
Well, my question was: do you feel like you're competitive with your edits? Are you just producing those to stoke yourself out? I mean, obviously you're posting them so people can stoke and people love them. Everyone I've talked to loves your edits. Also, are you trying to be better than the guy down the street? I mean, like, what gets your inspiration for your edits?
I don't really. I just like doing it, and
You enjoy it.
Yeah, it's always cool to look back on some shit and be like, oh, fuck, that was fun, or we scored, or we got skunked, or whatever. There's always, like, a story to it, you know?
Uh-huh.
And, yeah, and if you get a clip, it's always, like, nice to see a good clip of yourself.
Of course, yeah.
You're like, fuck, I did it there. Cool. Hell yeah. Or whatever. I don't know.
And they're kind of artsy, too. And then how do you pick your music?
I usually just put in something that I would like to listen to myself, or something that I have been listening to, or something like that.
Okay.
The last one, the last dab one, was like they had some guidelines and rules and stuff, so you had to have the rights to the music at the time that I entered my part, or just sent it to them. I didn't even enter it in anything. I just like. And then they said, okay, like, that's pretty good. Can you get some music in here that, like, you can realistically get the rights to, or whatever? And I was like, yeah, cool. So I just hit up some friends from Santa Cruz, and they let me use, like, 2 of their songs. So I just used 2 songs from the same band.
That's rad.
I was like, stoked on it. I wasn't stoked on it in the sense that it felt like it was, like, limiting.
Yeah.
Me on what I could use, so I didn't like that, but it was cool. It all worked out.
What was the band's name? Do you remember?
Mondo Chaga,
Okay.
Chaga, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a 2-piece, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, that was awesome of them. Did you get stat, or were you enrolled? I don't know what the hell the right word is, but the edit of the year for Stab.
Yeah, that was what I was
one?
just talking about.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you win that thing?
No, I don't. No way.
Oh, no
There's
way.
so many good parts in there.
Okay.
Yeah. happy to be like
Just
entered in it.
yeah, for
even.
sure. The thing was so sick.
I wouldn't even say in the conversation, but just like
I think you probably were.
entered in it.
All right.
I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah. And then Stab. Well, then you got to go invited to the Stab High, right? The newest one.
Yeah,
How was that?
that was a lot of fun, man. A lot of beers.
So they invited you, and you said yes.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Okay. Well,
Nothing crazy.
the waves look good, kind of. How are the waves?
Yeah, it was fucking pumping. It was sick.
Was it pumping?
Yeah, it's like a big slab peak.
Okay.
And usually, like, I've been there a couple times before, and the left is better.
Yeah.
But I guess just because the time of year we went, or whatever, the trade wind was just blowing pretty hard, like, all day, every day. So it was just straight into the right, and, like, giant fucking kickers. And you had to take off, like, behind the peak.
Yeah.
And, like you were going to get barreled, but you're like, okay, I gotta like get barreled and then hit like the corner of the barrel, kind of.
Did you know most of the guys or the girls that were invited, or did you meet a lot of them, the new people?
Yeah, no, I knew a lot of the guys in it already.
Yeah,
and then I also met like a lot of new people too. It was cool.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, like so much fun, dude.
Does Stab feed you and everything? Like hook you up?
Yeah. There was like 3 meals a day. It was everything was taken care of at Fat Mud's restaurant, which is Pete and Mawar. Pete owns the White Monkey surf shops, which are like pretty huge in Indo.
Okay.
Big one in Bali and like Uluwatu or Bingin area or something like that, and then they have one over at Lakey Peak as well. And then his wife Mawar has a restaurant homestay, and they kind of like hosted the whole event.
Cool.
And they did a good job.
All right. So you also spent a lot of time in Oceanside. How long did you live here? On the West Coast.
Yeah, dude. Fucking love Oceanside.
Do you?
Think like 4 or 5 years maybe.
All right.
Yeah, 18 to like 23.
All right. What inspired? Okay, so at 18 years old, you just get out of school and you're like, I'm out of Maryland. I'm going to the West Coast. Like, why'd you pick Oceanside, and why'd you do that?
Well, I moved to Cardiff.
Okay.
With one of my buddies, like high school friends, and we were just like, let's fucking move to California.
All right.
So we did, and we like moved to Cardiff in those apartments on top of the hill off Birmingham.
Yeah.
And then we like quickly realized Cardiff was kind of like, we don't really want to be here. Like, this isn't kind of like our scene. And I had a couple friends up in Oceanside, so we would like go hang out in Oceanside all the time. And we were like, fuck Cardiff, like we want to live here. This is like way better. This is like way greasier.
So, okay, let's talk about Cardiff. Is it, well, I don't want to stereotype, but is it kind of too yuppie-ish for you guys, especially being 18 years old? Longboard, more longboarding type, alternative.
Yeah, I felt like we were gonna like everywhere we went. I felt like we were gonna like get in trouble or something,
Okay.
Even if we weren't doing anything wrong.
Just because your personality?
I don't know. I felt like I don't know. I don't want to fucking sound like an asshole.
No, you have to.
Yeah.
I gotta push you on this one because there is a
I don't know.
big
You
difference.
didn't fit in. It didn't really fit in. I was like,
Perfect. That
cool.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So Oceanside's a little more trashy. So that right?
Yeah.
Or a little more urban, maybe. Or I don't know how you describe it, but there is a huge difference.
Definitely gritty would be a good word for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
More working class, maybe.
Exactly.
Okay.
Plus, less like fucking sports cars and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. They're not building their houses up in Oceanside. Well, sometimes they are. Depends. It's a diverse neighborhood, but
it's different now.
It's definitely a diverse neighborhood. Okay, so tell us about your times. The Oceanside Wave's better than Cardiff?
There's some good waves in Cardiff.
There is. What was your
I
favorite?
mean,
Did you serve like big swamis or like where were you? Where was
yeah,
your go-to?
Swami's was sick. I served Swami's really good one time. Sound like an old fucking man. It was that El Nino season.
The swamis is the best wave ever.
I was like 18. I remember it, dude. It was fucking 9 years ago. Just pumping. I got a tube. Joel Tudor burned me.
No
Got
way.
barreled in front of me. We both got tubed. And fucking in my head, I got spit out and blown past it.
But it didn't happen?
No, it happened. I don't know if I got spit out, but like we definitely shared a tube together, and we like high fived, and it was like a fucking great moment.
Oh, really? Like you guys both made it out?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Did you call him into that wave, or was he going no matter what?
No, he was going no matter what.
That's funny.
For sure.
Oh, shit. Okay, so then you moved to Oceanside, and you're waiting for the South Swells. How was that? What was your go-to wave?
Usually just like north side of the pier.
Yeah.
Every day.
When it's kind of like lower tide and the big South Swells coming through.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you got plenty of...
little rope action off the pier.
Holding the rope?
Yeah.
So what made you go back to Maryland? At what point did you say, I'm going back to East Coast?
I was just like riding for Rip Curl at the time.
Yeah.
Not making any money to the point where from them where I was like working in their retail shop in Pacific Beach too.
Oh, really? Driving down there?
Yeah, it sucked. I fucking hated it. And I was like, okay, I'm living in Cardiff. Or I guess that was the first time because I like bounced back and forth. That was when I moved home from Cardiff, and then back to Maryland, and then went straight back and moved into Oceanside like a couple months later.
Okay.
And then when I was 23, when I moved down to Oceanside, I was like working in bars and stuff. I worked at the Compass in Carlsbad, like bar backing.
Okay.
I was like, fuck, this sucks. I'm out here.
All right.
Wanted to like travel and stuff, so
yeah,
started doing that.
You started traveling around, saving your money. And
yeah,
going.
A little more.
What did traveling teach you? Charge better, like bigger ways. Like what is warmer water? What are you looking for when you go traveling?
I don't know. I like meeting people, trying different food, shit like that. Like it's not all just about surfing, traveling.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No, cool. Yeah, surfing is like a fucking huge bonus, you know?
All right, cool.
And obviously you're looking for ways, but you just gotta enjoy everything along the way.
That makes sense. Do you think most surfers think that way?
I'd hope so.
All right, fair enough. So you were
I don't hope so, but I think so, yeah.
Wave pools. What do you think about wave pools?
They're great.
You like them?
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
How many wave pools have you surfed? Have you surfed Waco?
Yeah, that's the only one.
That's the only one?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. It's fucking epic.
Love it.
So sick, yeah. Really good crew of people working there, and it's like a fucking machine. And it's always gonna be there, so it's just like good to know shit like that exists.
And there's more coming. Don't you have one in like New Jersey? I don't think it's that good, but
yeah, I think. Well, I know that it's in the American Dream Mall or something.
Yeah. Never surfed that one?
No, it looks pretty sick though.
Uh-huh.
It looks smaller, but it just looks like some bucket list shit.
Yeah. Maybe this winter you get up there. What do you like better, airs or barrels?
Whoa. Barrels for sure.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
I thought you would have said airs.
I'm pretty much like, I always feel like I'm going to say I'm done with airs. Like done trying airs and shit. But I think it's just like a spasm.
Driving down the line, you mean, getting speed? And then
Like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a turn here, and then just fucking,
I
whoop,
gotcha.
like,
All right, I understand.
and okay, it's in there.
And
God
then
damn it.
you're in the air. And then what do you think about pro surfing?
It's cool, man. They're really good.
Do you like to watch? Do you watch it?
Yeah, I watch it. I'm not like die hard, fucking like watch every heat kind of guy, but I enjoy that shit. Those dudes are gnarly. They're so fucking good. Like you gotta respect that. I don't even know like what contest you're talking about, but
Just contests in general. Just WSL in
like,
general.
yeah. Fuck, it's pretty impressive.
So do you have a favorite surfer, like a CT guy that you really like?
I want to see Aton qualify so bad. Aton and
Okay, Osborne.
Yeah, Aton and Shane Sykes. I'd be hyped if those dudes qualified.
Yeah.
Who else?
I don't know if he did or not. I don't think he did. I think he just
I
missed
don't
it.
think he did. I think that's.
But there's next
Was he
year.
next qualified? Yeah.
So, do you surf with him?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a trip to Mexico last year, and then
He's not your typical pro surfer, like the way he surfs.
nah, he's
You're
like
free spirited, kind of.
definitely. He's got his own thing going on.
Right. Yeah. That's good though, right?
Yeah, it is good.
Okay.
That's what makes him unique, you know.
100%. I think a lot more people are noticing or are paying attention to who he is now. And I don't know, do you think because he surfs differently that the judges will be more open-minded to just the same kind of surfing? Does that make sense to my question?
Yeah, I honestly have no clue.
Yeah, no clue. Well, when you're
I
doing
don't know. I don't really think. I know that he did some cool shit in South Africa, Bolito or something, right? I think he did a big shove it or something. I don't know if there was controversy behind like the scoring or whatever, but
okay, I'll look into
so
that.
I don't know. I don't even know. I think he should get scored high for that shit because it's fucking hard. But
Yeah, 100%. So then you're saying that pro surfing is restrictive. It doesn't let. That's what Stab's kind of filling in the gap because they're letting you guys. They're promoting different kind of surfing. Does that make sense?
yeah, for sure.
Like Stab's the
That's what I
alternative to going on tour. Basically, I kind of what I'm saying, I guess. Right on. And then, how do you say your board's name? Trashcraft? Thrashcraft?
Thrashcraft.
Thrash, not trash. Sorry, thrash.
Nah, it's all good. It's literally what everybody fucking. If you meet somebody who's from like anywhere in Europe or Spanish speaking country like that, they say Trashcraft.
Yeah,
So
but it's thrash.
we just changed the name.
I'm super stoked for doing this, man. Growing up in Maryland, surfing. Anything else about Maryland surfing and how hard it must have been compared to the spoiled kids of Southern California?
It's not that hard. It's like when there's fucking waves, dude, you're like a kid in the candy store, you know. It's not. It's really. It sucks that it's cold, but surf it when it's firing. It like doesn't matter.
And there's probably a lot of wide open peaks, like no one even around, I bet.
Yeah, there's definitely a couple streets or blocks or whatever that the sandbars are better than others, but there's like plenty of coastline.
I actually have a question.
So,
I've never been that stretch, but I've been to Virginia Beach, and then right above Virginia Beach, there's that whole coastal like outlet, kind of like a.
yeah,
How's that surf along that way?
I've only been out there once,
Really?
and it's extremely tidal. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like kind of spooky out there, but it's really cool.
I
It's
bet.
kind of like you can see a lot of erosion that's happened. Houses on stilts like 40 feet in the air where the beach is washed away, and they're like on stilts in the ocean, and then abandoned houses and shit like that. I don't know.
Really?
It's spooky, but it's fucking cool. You gotta take a boat out there.
Wow. That's
Launch
trippy.
on like the eastern shore of Virginia. There's a lot of people. That's like a big duck hunting area.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the fuck that season is, I'm not too sure, but
You don't hunt?
nah, I never got into it. I mean, I'd love to go hunting.
Oh, would you like to go hunting?
Yeah, it'd be sick.
Okay. But you never have done it?
No,
All right. You have any other hobbies besides shaping boards and surfing?
I like playing the guitar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, and cooking. Cooking's pretty up there.
How good are you at the guitar?
I'm not that good.
Not that good.
I can play like power chords pretty fast.
That's the kind of music
That's
you
it.
like. What's your favorite band?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They're all pretty good.
What's the music scene like in Bali? Different than here?
Yeah, it's different. There's one good bar or there's a lot of good bars, but there's one bar that plays one bar called Gimme Shelter,
Okay.
and they have like fucking anything in there, like punk shit, fucking hardcore. They do open mic night, shit like that. I don't know. It's cool. It's super dark in there, and yeah.
And then one more question. That Stab, didn't they have they had an article or something about being a plumber? You being a plumber. Are you really a plumber?
No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, not anymore, but I was plumbing for a while, or
Okay.
doing like a plumbing apprenticeship under a friend of mine for a while.
Okay.
And yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. So I don't know why I keep putting it out there. I guess it's like,
It's kind of rad though.
like yeah, I don't know.
But
It doesn't bother me, but yeah, I know how to do a couple things.
but you'd rather shape boards, I guess, because you enjoy shaping boards better than sledging around.
Definitely.
Right on, dude.
No, it's cool. It's a good thing to know how to do.
Oh, it's
And
for
if
sure.
I didn't start making boards, I'd probably would have kept doing it.
When you were plumbing, a couple more questions. We'll wrap this up. But when you were
Yeah, no
plumbing,
worries.
did it take you away from surfing?
Not really. My boss was a surfer.
Oh,
He's a surfer. Like,
Oh,
I
cool.
just made him a board. He's like a homie. He's cool.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I think most people, when they start getting their trade jobs, they gradually fall away from the surfing. A lot of people.
Yeah, it was pretty, like, lenient. You know, I would like go to his house, and then we would drive to work for a while, and then I just started, like, driving straight to whatever, you know. And we were doing, like, a lot of fixtures and stuff on new houses and getting the water turned on and shit like that. And nothing crazy, but I don't know, it was pretty easy.
Well, Brad, thank you so much for coming on the QuiverCast. We got it done. I'm stoked, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Long time coming. All right, man. When you come back out here, let's go surf.
Let's do it, man. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you so much for coming on. All right, you guys. This is Mike and Brad, and we're out of here.
Fucking later.
100 foot out choke food. 100 racks on a surf dude. Slippery, big guns like Mark Food. Trap jumping like a kangaroo. 100 foot out choke food. 100 racks on a surf dude. Slippery, big guns like Mark Food. Trap jumping like a kangaroo. You know we don't fuck with no kooks. Your boo on my didgeridoo. They calling me dude. I'm stacking the loot. I'm ripping your chick in the coop. She grabbing a hold of my leggy. They jelly that get you my weddy. The fridge of Giuseppe, the chain is so heavy she think that I'm charging the Eddie. 100 foot out choke food. 100 racks on a surf dude. Slippery, big guns like Mark Food. Trap jumping like a kangaroo. 100 foot out choke food. 100 racks on a surf dude. Slippery, big guns like Mark Food. Trap jumping like a kangaroo. Surf trap, I'm stacking that money. Cash. Four shots, a red Ferrari. calling me Dundee. Diamonds are surfing McFlurry. Drip. She want me to teach her to surf. Splash. I'm pulling up, ripping the verse. Skirt. I'm leaving these kooks in the hearse. They get moved 100 foot on their head, they get work. 100 foot out, choke. 100 racks on a surf, dude. Slippery. Big guns like my food. Trap jumping like a kangaroo. 100 foot out, choke. 100 racks on a surf, dude. Slippery. Big guns like my food. Trap jumping like a kangaroo. You know we don't fuck with no cooks. You know we don't fuck with no cooks. You calling me dude, I'm stacking the loot. I'm ripping your chick in the coop. You know we don't fuck with no cooks. You know we don't fuck with no cooks. They calling me dude, I'm stacking the loot. I'm ripping your chick in the coop.
Hey, you guys, Endless Summer box set. This thing is legit. It's authentic, numbered certificate in it. It has a 5-frame film strip from the original print. You will literally own a piece of history. It has a specially minted bronze medallion. Dude, that thing's sick. Okay, there's so much more here. Go to the show notes. There's a link on there. Go check this piece of history out. This thing's rad. Seriously. Smithsonian American History Museum has it. It took 4 years of research with 3.5 in production, all hand assembled. This thing's rad. There's so much to this awesome box set. Remastered DVD, sharper images than the original film, but dude, this thing's so sick. Link in the show notes.